Chapter 1. The Girl Who Wasn't Saved. Mona Fuclis was born into silence and shadows. A girl from the edge of a northern city, shaped by loss, raised in survival. Her father disappeared when she was 5. Her mother faded without ever dying. Their home was a hollow place with thin walls and colder winters, where kindness was a rare accident and loneliness came like clockwork. By 16, Mona had already learned that dreams didn't pay rent and that beauty could be bartered. She had charm, poise, and eyes that looked older than her years. The city didn't care. The city took. Her first job wasn't legal. Her second was worse. At night, she became Azure Foxy, the name a man gave her because he said, "It sounds expensive." She smiled on command. She said yes when she wanted to say nothing. And she survived. Chapter 2. The Velvet Rebellion begins. Stream transcript. From Azura to Mona. Mona. You know me as Mona. But before that, some of you knew me as Azure Foxy. I'm not here to erase her. I'm here to explain why she existed. She speaks in a soft navy blouse, her eyes fixed, unblinking. Behind her, a single candle flickers. Azura was born out of hunger, out of fear. She danced in lace because it paid enough to eat. People said I was wild, but I was just trying to stay alive. I didn't lose myself. I gave myself away piece by piece until I forgot there was a name underneath the costume. But I found someone who didn't ask me to pretend. I found Mona again. And now, I choose what I share. And I'm not ashamed of surviving in silk and sin. Azura was the fire. Mona is what walked out of it. Chapter 3. Pip Knox and the Shared Silence. Pip was chaos, ink and nerve. She wore combat boots like armor and dyed her hair to match her moods, fuchsia rage, turquoise escape. She met Mona in a back hallway of a kink club neither of them were proud to be in. Shared a cigarette. Shared silence. They didn't fall in love. They recognized each other. Pip didn't ask for explanations. She didn't try to fix Mona. She just stayed through breakdowns, backflashes, blackout days. Journal entry, Pip Knox. Velvet mornings. We're not lovers. We're not strangers. We're just two girls with matching ghosts who decided to sleep beside each other until the nightmare stopped. Chapter 4. Flipping the camera off. Stream transcript. Velvet Rebellion. Mona. We've seen the edits. The ships. The theories. But this isn't for you to decode. This is ours. Pip. You want a label? Here's one. None of your damn business. They raise their middle fingers, slow, stylized, symbolic. Black and white. Silent. A perfect act of defiance. Mona, voiceover. This isn't trauma porn. This is resistance. Welcome to the Velvet Rebellion. Chapter 5. The Room We Don't Name. The hotel wasn't seedy. It wasn't stained or whispering with obvious danger. It was beige. Quiet. Boring. But that's what made it terrifying. Room 104 wasn't a nightmare. It was a place that looked safe. And it still changed Pip forever. She wasn't dragged. She wasn't bruised. She was 17, tipsy, and quiet. He said, "You're okay." She nodded. He closed the door. And the next day, she realized something had been taken that she never agreed to give. Journal entry, Pip Knox. I didn't scream. I didn't fight. I didn't cry. I just walked out. And spent years pretending I'd walked in on purpose. Chapter 6. The Whispered Word. Support groups weren't Pip's thing. She said they were for people who like being sad in a circle. But she went. She sat in the back. And when her turn came, she didn't share a story. She just whispered, "Same." And that was the beginning. Chapter 7. The letters, the archive, and the fire. The package came anonymously. Inside, a journal filled with unsent letters. One voice said, "You told me no was enough. I believed you. I never forgot." And so Mona and Pip built something new. The Velvet Archive. No likes. No followers. Just truth. A lighthouse for survivors still finding their voice. Chapter 8. Not a confession. The film wasn't loud. It opened in darkness. Mona, voiceover. Not sorry for staying.
For freezing.
For walking into the wrong room with the wrong person. This is not a dramatization. It happened. It hurt. And we lived. You can call us victims. We call ourselves whole. Final chapter. The girls by the sea. 2 years later. They live in a quiet flat by the sea. Mona writes. Pip teaches art. They don't define what they are to each other. They just stay. Sometimes Pip whispers. Room 104 doesn't owe me anymore. Mona replies. It never did. Epilogue. After the fire. They never went viral again. Not in the way people crave. But the right people kept finding them. One DM. One whispered same. One story at a time. They answered everyone. Because sometimes healing isn't loud. Sometimes it's choosing to stay.
You survived.
And now, you get to live.